it's doing.
Well, guys, I come out to visit my buddy Brad, old-time Harley man, and he has this pterodactyl skin. He swore it. He couldn't afford the ass of this fucking thing. You got to buy your own ass. But I guess we'll have to go to Las Vegas for that, or the lower part of Syracuse. We'll leave that shit alone. But look at this. This is a serious hide. I just gained 13 or 14 pounds putting this on, except for the crotch. We'll have to work on that at some other point. But what do you think, guys? Am I a fucking official or what? All right, that's it for Humble George. Kickstick. You know, it must be some type of a lift for the bike to monkey with it, I think. I don't know. I'm going to have to get a hold of Timmy and see. A kickstick. It's a heavy bastard, whatever it is, so it's made to do something. I'll have to get in touch with him. I'll get a hold of Squonky. Squonky might know. Squonky's pretty sharp with this stuff. Kickstick. Alright. How bizarre. Well, we'll get a hold of Timmy, and I know it's going to come in handy. Whatever, it's got to be something like that. We'll soon see. Let me get a still picture to send him as a message. Look at this, guys. Man, is it nice. Just got back from Brad Ramsey's house in Sue. I left early this morning, just after dawn. So I couldn't get fuel at the DNR. So I made it all the way to Pompey Center. And I got fuel, and it was no problem. And then, let's see, I filled up just now at the DNR. I put just 2 gallons in. So that's what it took me to go from the Pompey Center Road down to Kirkville, through Manlius and Fayetteville, and then back. And I took kind of a long way back because we had some real heavy storms. I saw worse here than where I was in Kirkville. But I just stayed at Brad's and we had a good time, had a sandwich, and wow, just good camaraderie. And would you get this story just keeps getting more and more and more and more. Sue goes, Brad, weren't you gonna try to sell your leathers? That jacket that you paid over $600 for, it's made out of naked cattle skin. It's even got a brand on it after they pulled the hair off. No seam down the back. The thing's got to weigh 14 pounds if it's an ounce. And a pair of these crotchless leather leggings. I'm going to have to look online to see if I can find a pair of shorts made out of black leather so I have a full set of pants. Yeah, we took a little bit of video there. I thought I was going to be in a porno flick or some shit, but I'm not really built for that type of thing. No Italian blood in me, I can tell you that for damn sure. But here's the deal. So Brad goes, you know, was going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. He said, but gee, you should really have it, George. I bought the jacket large. It's a 44, which is exactly what I take. And I'm going to have to lose some ass weight because even with assless jockey shorts, my ass is too big. So we got to do something about this booty that seems to crave crumpets and all kinds of sweet bullshit that makes it even bigger. So we're going to have to work at that, that's for certain. And what are we doing out by the grill? Well, let's take a peek at Rudy. I think he'll enjoy taking a look. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 the old grillibus. The old grillibus. Yes. There's a baked potato in there. And this rascal needs flipping. And the next time it's going to get an anointing of delicious sauce. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's Wild Angus, they said. I don't think it's that guy that played in AC/DC though. But you never know in a world like this. Check the shit out. Is it beautiful enough today or what? And we got more heavy storms coming. It's 80 degrees easy. It's plenty warm. So that's it for now, guys. Oh, you gotta see the ferns. And then that's it for now, guys. Look at these puppies. Wow, I love this time of year. Now, you turn around twice and fart once, this time of year is over. Then we're into the time where those ferns are not happy. But right now, they are overjoyed. They are just as happy a fern as you can get. What's this little guy down here? He's a cool little bugger. Yep. You can see that the chipmunks have been trimming. I know they like to do that. I guess it's good for the plant. We better hope so, because they're kicking ass. Yeah. Did I hear a birdie? What do you want? You want a nummy? Where is that kid? I heard him. All right, that'll do it for now, guys. Humble's got cooking and nibbling to do. I just washed Bella because she was dirty. That's nice. I enjoy that. Boy, what a nice motorcycle. All right, off we go. Check it out, guys. What a day. They say it's going to be 80 degrees. First time, I think, this year. I'm glad I did the forest yard when I did. Yes. Yeah, it's looking nice, isn't it? Oh my goodness, yes. I'm glad I made this for my dad. The memorial yard for George C. Davis Sr. Yep, I like this place. Oh my golly. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that sky. Look at that sky. Oh my goodness, check that shit out. Oh, look at the sun sneaking out like he is. Is that cool enough or what? That is absolutely beautiful. Check that shit out. Wow, wow. Well, I had quite a ride this morning to visit Brad and Sue Ramsey. He was a fellow that came out of that coma. And he was dead, actually. He was dead for 25 to 40 minutes. But God brought him back to life. Awesome. Just amazing. Totally amazing. It's one of the only times I've ever seen that happen in real life. I went to see him in the hospital after he came out of the coma. I just walked behind him and a tear came down his cheek. And he come out of the coma right then and there. Awesome. Awesome. I had nothing more to do with it than just to go and be obedient and take 2 Cadbury bars to him that I had stolen back in 1978. I didn't steal them, we were stoned, and he had Cadbury bars in his tent, and me and Mark Nish procured the Cadbury bars and ate them. But shit, Brad, didn't appreciate that, and the Lord remembered it. So when I prayed for Brad, when I heard that he had died, and they'd gotten him back to some type of life, they said he'd never be right, but he is. Lo and behold, I prayed and it got quiet. I never had it do that before. Then the little voice said, do you remember? No, it didn't say, do you remember? It said, back in 1978, you and Mark Nish, while you were stoned, took 2 Cadbury bars from Brad. I want you to go to the store and replace them. End of sentence. Now I either was going to be obedient or I wasn't going to be obedient. Well, sure, I jumped in the car and headed to No James at the time. They were open in Marcellus. I get a phone call. It's his brother, Douglas, who was there the day I got born again at Pastor Glenn Landis's house in Pennsylvania when I was 17. So as far as I know, the Jehovah's Witness that is Douglas Ramsey witnessed me get saved. And then he could no longer fellowship with me because I couldn't be a Jehovah's Witness and be saved, so well, whatever. But he called me and said he was on the way up to take care of his brother's finances because Sue didn't know exactly, his wife, what to do. I said, well, gee, I'm on the way to get Cadbury bars for Brad. He's up in the hospital, intensive care. I said, what are you talking about, George? He says, he's dead. He's as good as dead. I said, nah, well, why would the Lord send me on a mission? Don't start that horse shit about God healing people. That's been done away with for years. Centuries. Well, I went and fetched the Cadbury bars. I went to the hospital. They said, are you family? I said, well, go on in, go on. I'm sure he's expecting you. Yep, sure enough. I don't think I'd met Sue before. That was his wife, second wife. And lo and behold, I gave her the Cadbury bars after I walked around behind Brad. He was kept alive on machines. That tear come down the side of his face. I never said a word, never prayed for him, never did nothing. The only praying I did was at the house when, and I think there's several other videos that I put up on YouTube with the very same thing. So it'll say the same thing because the truth is always the truth and it never changes. So that's what happened. So I started out on the bike at crack of dawn this morning. I didn't know where I was going. Wow, nice black fly just bit me in the leg, bastard. Well, he won't bite me again. At any event, I ended up there. Well, Brad, he says, I'm not going to ride motorcycle again, George, but I got my leathers. A $600 jacket and the pants with no crotch. I think I got some photographs of that when I was at Brad's this morning. There might be a wee bit of video as well. I think there is. I'll put that in the video. But I can't go around with a fucking crotchless unit. What the hell? I'm not going to a fucking weirdo farm. So I just looked online for men's leather shorts. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but he said, listen, I wanted a lot more money for this, but I'll give it to you for $300. I said, yeah, I'll bring over the filet mignons when I bring you the money and we'll settle up. Because he bought a 44 jacket, and that's my size. That was always big for him. But my ass, I gotta do something with the ass. Too much ass to fit into those crotchless leather chaps. Uh-oh, I better get my ass in gear. Speaking of ass, these fucking bugs are gonna start feasting on me and I don't need to be bed up no more. Let's take one last look at the sky. Is that beautiful enough? Okay guys, that's it for Humble. Just a little quickie. I will try to get to do some subtle course if it rains or something, but I'm not wasting any more time in the house after a long winter when I can be out here enjoying honest to God reality.